Tootsie Rolls, America's Best Known Candy presents America's Best Known Detective.
Just a moment, old boy. What's all this?
This is the new Dick Tracy show.
Dick Tracy, America's favorite detective.
Right you are. Presented by Tootsie Rolls, that favorite American candy.
Egad, man. Dick Tracy.
And Tootsie Rolls too.
That sounds exciting.
It is, Mr. Flintheart. It is.
Well then, let's get on with it.
Tonight's story, the case of the Big Top murders. Our story begins in the office of Ham Bone Show, manager of Big Top Circus. You stole my new cape!
You're a liar!
Shut up, both of you. Now what seems to be the trouble?
She says I stole her cape.
She did! I just had it made!
Why don't you take care of your things?
Stop. Now one at a time. You, Zelda, what is it?
Mrs. Show, my new cape, the one that I used in my ad to appear to the dancing elephant, it's been stolen.
Why are you accusing me when there's hundreds of people around the circus? I don't need your old cape.
Of course you don't need it. You died as Spikes, my dancing elephant act, instead of failing over the old caps.
Why, you dirty little...
Oh! Hit me with your whip, will you?
Zelda, now listen to me.
She hit me. She hit me with a whip.
She had it coming to her, saying I stole her cape.
You'd better leave, Faye, while I talk to Zelda. Go on.
Sure, pamper her. She's your star. I don't need anything around the circus anymore. Everything is Zelda, and her stupid dancing elephant.
That isn't true, Faye. You're getting more money than Zelda.
Money? What does that mean? It's the billing that counts. Why is she in the star spot? I used to be there.
Because you're a has-been, you and your old cats.
Would you like another cut with my whip?
Just try it.
Get out, Faye. Go on. It's only 20 minutes to showtime. Get out and go get ready for your act.
Sure, I'll go. But you haven't heard the last of this, Zelda. Not by a jugful.
Oh, hello, Faye.
Shut up!
What goes with her?
She's sore about something, Duckfoot.
Oh, here's your cape, Zelda.
My cape?
Where did you find it, Duckfoot?
In the dressing tent.
But I looked all over for it. It's been gone since last night.
Well, you've got it now, so forget about the trouble. Go get ready.
Want me to go with you, Zelda?
Look, Duckfoot, I told you how I feel about you. I'm not in love with you. So why don't you leave me alone?
Sure. I'm sorry, Zelda. You might thank me for finding your cape.
So long, Show. See you after the performance.
What's the matter, Duckfoot? Zelda say no?
She laughs at me because I am a clown. Clowns have feelings behind their painted faces. Clowns can love. And clowns can hate.
Come, Tess, my dear girl. Come, Tracy, old man. We're late. The performance has already begun.
We certainly are, and it's all your fault, Dick.
Sorry, Tess, but you know my job.
We should have gone to the circus without him.
Oh, Vitamin, you don't mean that.
Well, we're never going to see the show if we don't get a move on.
Righto. Carry on. The big top is just up ahead.
You were here last night, weren't you, Tess?
Oh, yes, and I loved it. Duckfoot the Clown, Feline and her trained tigers, and best of all, Zelda and her dancing elephant.
Zounds. If you were here last night, my dear girl, why would you want to see it again?
Don't you know, Vitamin? Tess has become a candid camera fiend. She takes photographs all the time of everything.
Oh, That's what all that paraphernalia is.
Hold your own tickets.
Yes, Vitamin, I was at the circus last night. I realized what wonderful possibilities the circus had for photographs.
Well, you shouldn't have asked me to come along. What you need is a small truck to carry your equipment.
Oh, Dick, it is heavy.
Hold your own tickets, please. Still time to see Zelda and her dancing elephant. Right this way.
I've got the tickets. Here you are, me
Go
good
right
fellow.
in.
Egad! Egad! Zounds!
What's the matter, Vitamin? Catching cold?
It's that act, feline. And her trained tigers. Can't stand cats. I'm allergic to them. Make me sneeze, even the sight of them.
You can open your eyes now, Vitamin. The tigers are going off now.
Got it. A beautiful shot.
How many pictures have you taken already, Tess?
I haven't the slightest idea, Dick. But I'm saving a whole roll of film for Zelda and her dancing elephant. She's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star attraction of the Big Top Circus, renowned throughout the world, the greatest, most thrilling attraction of all time, Zelda and her dancing elephant.
Watch this, Dick. Vitamin. Zelda comes out into the ring. Over there. And the elephant comes out on this side.
Indeed.
And then the elephant curtsies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he does, Dick. You'll see. And Zelda and her dancing elephant go into a waltz.
Probably does it better than I do. The dear little white snowflake always says.
Got it. I got a picture of the curtsy, Dick.
We're going to waltz now. She's walking towards the elephant.
He's backing away from her.
It's part of the act, old man. The elephant pretends he doesn't want to dance.
No, that isn't the way it went last night. Something's wrong, Dick.
Gad! Look!
He picked her up by the cape and he's swinging her.
She'll be killed.
Tess,
He's killed her! Egad!
trampling her to death.
I don't see why we had to come down here to your office this morning, Mr. Tracy. What happened to Zelda last night was an accident.
Well, that's what the police would like to determine, Miss Lime.
Mr. Tracy, Faye's right. I've been with the circus for 40 years. I've seen plenty of accidents like last night's.
It's part of the job, Mr. Tracy. The risk, I mean. When you work with animals, well, you'll never know. Take it from me.
You mean say, my dear woman, that those tigers of yours haven't been trained? Are they wild?
They've been trained, Mr. Flintheart, but they're still wild. Give them one chance and...
Pardon me, Miss Line, but I didn't bring you people down here to discuss animal training. A woman was killed last night.
Then why don't you book Zelda's elephant for murder?
Miss Line, I'm doing my best not to lose my temper with you. You've done nothing since you came down but give smart answers to my questions.
You must forgive her, Mr. Tracy. She's upset. Everyone connected with the show is. What more do you need to know?
Well, Mr. Schill, it is possible to direct an animal to kill, isn't it?
Why, yes, but...
Nobody could handle that elephant but Zelda.
I see.
Everyone loves Zelda, including the elephant. And yet, she's dead.
No one said Everyone loved her.
You didn't?
No!
It was a small disagreement, Mr. Tracy. A matter of billing. Nothing too serious.
What are you? I didn't do it. Don't look at me. Ask Duckfoot or some of the others.
Ah, Duckfoot, the, clown. Yeah, I asked him to come down here this morning as well. Where is he?
He said he was coming.
Did that funny little clown hate Zelda?
Same thing. He loved her, wanted to marry her. She insulted him, made a fool of him. Once he even threatened to kill her.
Faye!
What? It's true. I heard it. Maybe he had something to do with it.
Yes, I want to talk to him.
Well, if you've got nothing more to ask me, I'm going. Coming, Shill?
Mr. Tracy is through with us.
I guess that's all for now, Mr. Schill. I might come down after the show this evening just to have a look around.
Certainly, Mr. Tracy. Anytime.
Oh, Tess?
Dick, I've developed the pictures I took last night at the circus. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had visitors.
Quite all right, miss. We were just leaving. Come on, Faye. Goodbye, Mr. Flintheart.
Goodbye, me good man.
Mind if I walk to your car with you, Mr. Schill? I have a few questions that I would like to ask you about Duckfoot, the, clown.
Come along, Mr. Tracy.
I'll be back in a moment, Tess.
Egad, me dear girl. It's mystifying. Positively mystifying.
You mean about Zelda's death, Vitamin?
Yes. Imagine, me dear. A little clown named Duckfoot was in love with her. She spurned his affections, and he, in wrath, turned her own elephant against her, persuaded the beast to kill his mistress. Killed by an elephant? Must have been an easier way.
Oh, Vitamin, I don't believe it happened that way.
Tracy does, me dear. At least, it's very interested in that theory.
Pardon me, I'm looking for Mr. Tracy.
This is his office. He'll be back shortly. Won't you come in and wait?
Thank you. He said he wanted to speak to me.
Are you with the circus, me good fellow?
Yes, I'm Duckfoot.
Duckfoot, the clown?
Zounds, me good man. I'd never know you on the street. That makeup of yours. Hilarious.
I've got some pictures here. Would you like to... Oh, I just remembered.
What?
About the accident last night. I've got those here too. I don't suppose you want to be reminded of what happened.
Egad, no.
You have actual photographs of the elephant and Zelda.
Yes.
I would like to see them. I would like to see them very much.
Well, here they are. There.
Amazing. It's truly amazing. All those tiny photographs, me dear Tess. You've caught every moment of that horrible tragedy.
Yes, miss. They are amazing.
Do they, dear Duckfoot?
They tell me that Zelda was murdered.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the intermission. And what a stunning development that poor clown Duckfoot shared with us. Frankly, it's truly sad. This business with the clown. So truly sad.
Was something that could cheer everyone up, Mr. Flintheart?
You do?
Yes. Something that can even make a sad clown happy.
Really? Well, share it, man.
Here's my advice. Just hand out a handful of these big nickel-sized Tootsie Rolls. They'll give you an energy lift, put a pep in your step, guarantee to put a big grin on anyone's face. Just remember, that Tootsie Roll is a candy treat that can't be beat. It's so chewy, so chocolatey, so delicious, it will really tickle your taster.
Goodness, I do believe you're right. Already I feel a bit more chipper myself.
Why shouldn't Flintheart? Everyone, and I mean everyone, is so happy to see Tootsie Rolls. Why? They're all American favorite, from coast to coast, with little folks and big folks too. You can't lose when you choose Tootsie Rolls. Here, have another big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll. And now, bring on the big second act of Flintheart. We're going back to Dick Tracy in the case of the Big Top Murders.
You say nobody has seen Duck with Mr. Schill?
No, Mr. Tracy. He didn't show up for the evening performance either. Show just ended 5 minutes ago.
I see. Well, hold on to him when and if he does come back.
I will, Mr. Tracy. I'll let you know. I'll call.
It's quite important.
I realize that.
All right, well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Duckfoot the clown. Still missing, huh?
Yes.
Tracy, do you think he met with foul play?
Why do you say that, Tess?
He knew that Zelda had been murdered.
But how? How did he know?
By looking at those photographs that Tess took of the tragedy of a man. We told you that.
Vitamin, I've looked at those photographs from every possible angle. You have. Tess has looked at them. Have you been able to see anything that would indicate a murder?
No.
But he said it was murder. Said it very definitely, old man.
This is the most confusing case I've ever had. But I have a hunch, just a hunch, that a murder has been committed. And Duckfoot confirms that hunch.
And then disappears?
Here it's 11:45 already and he hasn't returned. Why didn't you two hold him down here until I got back?
We told him you'd want to know what he said.
But he wouldn't stay, Dick. He said he had a score to settle.
His very words, old man.
That helps a lot.
About these pictures, Dick.
Yes,
Do you think it might help if they were larger?
it might. We'd be able to see them a bit more clearly. These little candid shots are just a little too small.
Give them to me. I'll take them home and enlarge them. It won't take but half an hour.
We'll come along and help, my dear girl.
You can come along, Vitamin. But Dick has to wait here for Mr. Schill's call.
Oh, that's right, I nearly forgot. I shall remain here too, then.
Well, I'll see you both later.
Oh, yes, Tessa. See you later.
What's the matter, old sleuth? You losing your touch?
Vitamin, this case has got me completely baffled.
Now, baby, Faye can let you out of your cage. Go to sleep. That's a good baby. Come on now. You're there.
Faye? Faye line?
Duckfoot, where have you been? You missed 2 shows. Shill is mad.
Mind if I come into your dressing tent, Faye?
No, come in.
I had something to talk to you about.
Have you seen Shill or Tracy?
No, I didn't want to see them. That's why I stayed away from the show this morning and tonight. I wanted to see you first. Alone.
What about?
Have you seen the photographs?
What photographs?
Taken last night by Tracy's friend, Tess Trueheart. She's got it all down on film. How Zelda was killed.
So what? I saw how she was killed. Her elephant trampled her.
No, Faye. He didn't trample her. He trampled her cape. The pictures show it very plainly.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to do?
You killed her, Faye.
No.
You killed her. You're as guilty as if you had placed a gun against her forehead and pulled the trigger.
You're crazy.
Am I? You were jealous of her. Jealous because she outshone you. Because she was a bigger star than you were.
Didn't kill her. I didn't.
The photographs will tell the story, Faye. The photographs, and I will say one thing, and they'll convict you.
You can't prove it. Anything you say, they will believe you. You hated her too. You could have done it.
No. I loved her.
She mocked you. No, she mocked you, ignored you. You were dirt on her foot for all she noticed you.
I loved her, and you killed her.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to tell them.
No, wait. Look, Duckfoot, I've got money. I've saved it, and you can have it. Okay?
You killed her.
Take the money and keep your mouth shut.
No, Faye. I'm going to tell them. Tell them about the cape.
Duckfoot, come back, listen! Ah, he's gone. There's only one thing to do. The only way to stop him. Come out, baby. Come out. Go get him. Get him for me. Go. He'll stop him. Stop him forever.
I came as soon as I got the news, Mr. Schill. Did Duckfoot have a chance to speak before he was killed?
No, Mr. Tracy. Before my men could get to him, get that cat off him, he was through.
That quiet little man. Egad, who would have thunk he was a murderer?
How do you arrive at that conclusion, Vitamin?
He saw the photographs, didn't he?
Yes.
He realized he was discovered, so...
You think he killed himself?
Of course. Think of it, old man. He killed Zelda with an elephant, killed himself with a tiger. Incredible. Incredible.
Exactly.
You mean me theory is right, old gumshoe?
No, I mean it's incredible.
Look, Duckfoot knew nothing about controlling animals, Mr. Tracy. He couldn't have been guilty of Zelda's death.
Yet, he knew enough to see in the photographs that Zelda had been murdered. Jill, where is Feline?
I don't know, Mr. Tracy. No one's seen her since after her performance tonight.
And the tiger, me dear man. Where is it?
Strange thing about that cat. We had a bad time of it for a few minutes, but once it got into phase 10, the animal went right back into its cage and went to sleep.
She keeps it in her tent? Egad.
It's her favorite. She calls it Baby.
I wonder what Duckfoot saw in those photographs that we didn't. Now we'll never know.
Perhaps I could see it too, Mr. Tracy. Maybe it's something that only a circus man would recognize.
I thought of that, Mr. Schill. After I got the call, I told Miss Trueheart to come down here with the photographs. She's enlarged them.
Good. I suppose you realize that all this terrible business is going to be bad for my show, Mr. Tracy.
Of course, me good man. But 2 people have died. Gone to their deaths.
We circus folks expect the worst always, Mr. Flintheart. In the circus, a bad box office is more of a tragedy than a death.
Yes. I see what you mean, me dear man. A bad box office. Yes.
Mr. Schill, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to have a look at the costume that Zelda was wearing.
Certainly, Mr. Tracy. I've got it right here. I was thinking of sending it to her folks. There, you can see, it's hardly been damaged.
Yes. Autopsy showed that she died of a broken neck when the elephant tossed her around.
This cape is pretty badly ripped and torn, old man. Egad! Egad! Take it away!
What is it, Vitamin?
This cape, old man, it affects me the way cats do. Makes me sneeze. Zounds!
Cats. Mr. Schill. How do the big cats and the elephants get along around here?
Well, they hate each other. Why?
If an elephant smelled the scent of a tiger.
He'd kick up an awful fuss. You mean that cape? Zelda's cape.
Yes, that cape has the scent of a tiger on it.
Odds bodkins, Tracy, old man. I see what you mean. That's why I sneezed just now.
Yes, and that's why the elephant went berserk last night. Come on, Schill. We've got to find Feline.
Excuse me, Miss Trueheart?
Oh, you frightened me for a minute. I can't see you very well. It's so dark.
I met you yesterday for a moment. I'm Feline.
The tiger lady?
That's right. I saw you stop your car in the parking lot, and I just had to see you. It's about those pictures you took of the accident to Zelda.
Oh, you did? Did Tracy send you to look for me? I'm sorry I'm so late. I was making enlargements. I know how anxious he is for Mr. Schill to look at the pictures.
Schill. Yes, I see.
Well, I'd better take them over to him now. That's Mr. Schill's office wagon. Over there, isn't it?
Tracy wants Schill to look at them?
Yes, he thinks perhaps a circus man will be able to see what poor Duckfoot saw on them. Well, I've got to get over to them.
No, wait.
Yes?
They're not in the office wagon.
They're not?
No, they're waiting for you in my tent. It's right this way, come on.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Those pictures. You've got all of them with you, right?
Why, yes.
The negatives too?
Yes, you know, I was in such a rush to get over here. After I finished enlarging the prints, I just jammed everything into this envelope and dashed out my apartment.
The negatives too, eh?
Why are you so interested in the negatives, Miss Line?
Interested? I'm not. Tracy said he wanted them too, that's all. Interesting.
Wonder why he wanted the negatives.
Oh, here's my tent. Step in.
Thank you. Why is it so dark in here? They're not here.
They'll be back in a minute. Here, I'll switch on the dressing table lights. There we are.
What's that?
That's Baby, my pet tiger. He's the star of my act. I keep his cage in here in my dressing tent.
He's not the one who...
Baby? No! He wouldn't hurt a fly, would you, baby?
Do you suppose we ought to look for them? Mr. Schill and Tracy?
They said they'd be back, but may I look at the photos?
Why yes. Here. There they are.
Yes, it's quite plain. So Duckfoot was right.
Then you see what it is. What are you doing?
I'm burning these pictures, Miss Trueheart. Burning the evidence.
Then you killed Zelda and Duckfoot.
Yes. I took her cape, wrapped it around Baby here all night, and it had the scent of my tiger on it. Then, when Zelda's elephant smelled it, she went wild and trampled the cape. I killed Duckfoot because he knew that
Why, you fiend, you horrible woman, get out of my way!
You're not leaving here, Miss Trueheart. You're not leaving here alive.
What?
Get her, Baby! Get her for me!
No! No!
Tess! Tess!
Dick,
Tess!
look!
Stand back, Tess! Tess, are you all right?
Yes, Dick, I'm all right. Thanks to you. You were wonderful, wonderful.
I heard you scream and the tiger growl. I knew you were in danger.
Tracy! Tracy, old man! What happened? God! Is it dead?
Tracy shot him. It's Feline, Dick. She killed Zelda and murdered Duckfoot too.
Feline? Zounds! Mr. Schill and I saw her running out of this tent a moment ago.
Come on, we've got to get her.
Mr. Tracy.
Which way did she go?
That way, into the big animal tent. Why?
She's the murderer.
What was that?
It sounded like Zelda's elephant. Faye's in there. Come on.
Pull the tent flap back.
Right. Look.
Zounds! How horrible!
She's dead. Tramped to death by Zelda's elephant.
The beast must have smelled the odor of the tigers on her clothes.
Yes.
Perhaps. You may call it that, gentlemen. I prefer to call it retribution.
Vitamin is right, Mr. Schill. Feline has paid for her sins.
Maestro, let's have that theme again. That does it. That lets everybody know that Tootsie Rolls are back on the county counters all over America. That big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll is just as chewy, just as chocolatey, just as delicious as ever. All those good, wholesome ingredients that go into Tootsie Rolls receive extra special care in the Tootsie Roll Candy Kitchen. When you buy a Tootsie Roll at your favorite candy counter, you get a candy treat that can't be beat. That chewy, chocolatey Tootsie Roll will really tickle your taster. It tastes so delicious, it's... Gee, I wonder if Maestro caught him playing with music.
Hi, hippity hop we go, hi, hippity ho, we Tootsie Roll have a candy treat.
That big knuckle-sized Tootsie Roll is delicious. Up and out. Thanks, Ray. That does it. That lets everybody know that that big knuckle-sized Tootsie Roll is teeth-tickling treat that can't be beat.
Hello, police headquarters. This is Tracy speaking. Yes, Sergeant McGuire. What do you say? You saw Deuce's Wild? But you couldn't have. He was executed last night. No, I don't care what he said about returning. He's dead. What? No, this sounds serious. Don't do anything. I'll be right over.
What's this? Deuce Wild returned from the dead? And execute a man who comes back to seek vengeance on the people who sent him there? It's all yours for the listening. Next Saturday, same time, same station. When Tootsie Rolls, America's Best Known Candy presents America's Best Known Detective in the case of the man who died twice.
Featuring Vitamin Flintheart, Deuces Wild, and an all-star cast.
Dick Tracy is based on the national known comic strip created by Chester Gould.
Hi, hippity hop we go, hi, hippity ho. We Tootsie Roll of a candy treat that boys and girls just love to eat.
We're chocolatey and we're chewy too.
The yummiest candy made for you. Tootsie Rolls, hi ho, in the supermarket and grocery.